Hello and welcome to Wise Words of Wisdom, IQ. Today, you get the opportunity to enjoy excellent Mark Twain quotes that have stood the test of time. Mark Twain, also known as Samuel Langhorne Clemens, was a prolific writer and humorist known for his witty and insightful quotes. He had a unique ability to mix humor with thought-provoking insights on life, society, and human nature. Some of his most famous quotes have become part of our cultural lexicon, such as, "The reports of my death are greatly exaggerated," and "Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter." Even over a century after his death, his words still resonate with people from all walks of life, making him a true American icon. Sit back and enjoy these iconic quotes of Mark Twain. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. All men are ignorant, just on different subjects. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do day after tomorrow just as well. When your friends begin to flatter you on how young you look, it's a sure sign you're getting old. Laws control the lesser man. Right conduct controls the greater one. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. Note that venerable proverb, "Children and fools always speak the truth." The deduction is plain. Adults and wise persons never speak it. When one has tasted watermelon, he knows what the angels eat. Buy land. They're not making it anymore. Be good, and you will be lonely. The trouble ain't that there is too many fools, but that the lightning ain't distributed right. A little starvation can really do more for the average sick man than can the best medicines and the best doctors. A banker is somebody who lends you an umbrella and takes it away as soon as it starts raining. Never refuse to do a kindness unless the act would work great injury to yourself, and never refuse to take a drink under any circumstance. What is man? Man is a noisome bacillus whom our Heavenly Father created because he was disappointed in the monkey. Of the delights of this world, man cares most for sexual intercourse. It ain't those parts of the Bible that I can't understand that bother me. It is the parts that I do understand. It is by the goodness of God that in our country we have those three unspeakably precious things: freedom of speech, freedom of conscience, and the prudence never to practice either of them. Total abstinence is so excellent a thing that it cannot be carried to too great an extent. In my passion for it, I even carry it so far as to totally abstain from total abstinence itself. Distance lends enchantment to the view. The good Lord didn't create anything without a purpose, but the fly comes close. Loyalty to the country always, loyalty to the government when it deserves it. Do not offer a compliment and ask a favor at the same time. A compliment that is charged for is not valuable. There was never yet an uninteresting life. Such a thing is an impossibility. Inside of the dullest exterior, there is a drama, a comedy, and a tragedy. The past does not repeat itself, but it rhymes. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. Anyone who can only think of one way to spell a word obviously lacks imagination. Laughter is the greatest weapon we have, and we, as humans, use it the least. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. Great people are those who make others feel that they too can become great. Apparently, there is nothing that cannot happen today. There is no such thing as a new idea. It is impossible. We simply take a lot of old ideas and put them into a sort of mental kaleidoscope. We give them a turn, and they make new and curious combinations. We keep on turning and making new combinations indefinitely, but they are the same old pieces of colored glass that have been in use through all the ages.
You are watching Wise Words of Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, IQ, the Inspirational Quotes channel everyone goes to for their daily motivation and to learn from the most successful men and women in history. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss a new episode. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Discover the secret to having good luck from America's greatest prosperity teacher, Bob Proctor. 6 Minutes to Success is based on Bob's more than 50 years of research into what makes or keeps people from being successful. Get instant access to the free video right now. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to more great quotes.
You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. There's always something about your success that displeases even your best friends. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. Enthusiasm is caught, not taught. When we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. When a man loves cats, I am his friend and comrade, without further introduction. In religion and politics, people's beliefs and convictions are in almost every case gotten at secondhand and without examination. Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Loyalty is a word which has worked vast harm, for it has been made to trick men into being loyal to 1,000 iniquities, whereas the true loyalty should have been to themselves, in which case there would have ensured a rebellion and the throwing off of that deceptive yoke. The more you explain it, the more I don't understand it. Reality can be beaten with enough imagination. The trouble with most of us is that we know too much that ain't so. It's good sportsmanship to not pick up lost golf balls while they are still rolling. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. Nature knows no indecencies. Man invents them. Work and play are words used to describe the same thing under differing conditions. I notice that you use plain, simple language, short words and brief sentences. That is the way to write English. It is the modern way and the best way. Stick to it. Don't let fluff and flowers and verbosity creep in. I have been complimented many times, and they always embarrass me. I always feel that they have not said enough. Unconsciously, we all have a standard by which we measure other men. And if we examine closely, we find that this standard is a very simple one, and is this: we admire them, we envy them, for great qualities we ourselves lack. A clean desk is a sign of a cluttered desk drawer. I shall never use profanity except in discussing house rent and taxes. If you want me to give you a 2-hour presentation, I am ready today. If you want only a 5-minute speech, it will take me 2 weeks to prepare. Everything has its limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into gold. No God and no religion can survive ridicule. No political church, no nobility, no royalty or other fraud can face ridicule in a fair field and live. I have found out that there ain't no surer way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. Let us live so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. If you can't stand solitude, perhaps others find you boring as well. If animals could speak, the dog would be a blundering, outspoken fellow, but the cat would have the rare grace of never saying a word too much. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. How little a thing can make us happy when we feel that we have earned it. Heaven goes by favor. If it went by merit, you would stay out and your dog would go in. If a person offends you, and you are in doubt as to whether it was intentional or not, do not resort to extreme measures. Simply watch your chance and hit him with a brick. The conviction of the rich that the poor are happier is no more foolish than the conviction of the poor that the rich are. The only difference between a taxman and a taxidermist is that the taxidermist leaves the skin. A sin takes on a new and real terror when there seems a chance that it is going to be found out. Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand. Imagine, if you will, that I am an idiot. Then, imagine that I am also a congressman. But alas, I repeat myself. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Both marriage and death ought to be welcome. The one promises happiness, doubtless the other assures it. There are lies, damned lies, and statistics. Man was made at the end of the week's work, when God was tired. Adam was not alone in the Garden of Eden, however, and does not deserve all the credit. Much is due to Eve, the first woman, and Satan, the first consultant. The history of our race and each individual's experience are sewn thick with evidence that a truth is not hard to kill and that a lie told well is immortal. The ability to find solutions to life's challenges is what makes us grow as a person. It's easy to endure adversity if it happens to someone else. Life ain't about how fast you run or how high you climb. It's all about how good you bounce. A man simply cannot be comfortable without his own approval. The worst loneliness is not to be comfortable with yourself. Honesty is the best of all the lost arts. A half-truth is the most cowardly of lies. The weakest of all weak things is a virtue that has not been tested in the fire. We hope you have enjoyed these quotes as much as we do. We know your time is very important. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Click the card to check out another great one now. Wise words of wisdom, inspirational quotes, IQ.